Hey, friend Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, insert hilarious baby shark joke right here. Baby Traxxx is a 6.5% Session Pastry Stout from Witch's Hat Brewing Company in South Lyon, Michigan. Witch's Hat is doing a little end-of-the-year release for Mug Club members, and this past weekend they released Nice Whip, which is a sour take on a Dole Whip, Hop Cones of Dunshire, Triple New England Style IPA, and the beer we have right here, Baby Traxxx. Now, Baby Traxxx is a sessionable take on their spectacular Night Fury Traxxx, which they've been releasing during the Fury for a Feast get-together every year. So let's get into this beer. We're going to take a look at the label, then we're going to get it into a glass. But first, I'd like to take a minute to thank my executive producers, Ryan Berry, Rob Santana, Eric Latowski, and Brian Kramer for helping bring this review for you here today. If you'd like to become a producer, maybe help out the channel, or just buy me a beer, take a look at my Patreon at patreon.com/draft_therapy, where you can get early access to these videos and a few other exclusive perks for patrons only. So one real quick thing I wanted to show you. This is the big brother. This is Night Fury Traxxx. This is from a couple years ago. This is Baby Traxxx. So let's take a look at Baby Traxxx here. On the label itself, we have a dragon, a little baby dragon. He's in a little can. It says Baby Traxxx, and underneath that it says Session Pastry Stout with peanut butter, chocolate, and vanilla beans. 6.5% alcohol by volume. Witch's Hat Brewing in South Lyon, Michigan, as I mentioned before. And here's a little statement about the beer. It says, "In your hands lies the offspring of a great beast. While it may appear cute and innocent, the furious traits of its ancestor rage inside the sessionable mini beast. You have been warned. Baby Traxxx is an intense chocolatey peanut butter cup explosion, all wrapped up in a tiny package." Then underneath that, it goes on to tell you the kind of story behind Witch's Hat, their mission statement, I guess you could say. And we have the government warning on the side here. It says brewed and canned by Witch's Hat Brewing Company, LLC in South Lyon, Michigan, 48178. So yeah, that's it. I've warmed up a lot to Witch's Hat's designs over the last few years, and this one's pretty cool. It really conveys a sense that this is the smaller sibling, or maybe the baby, I guess. Well, it says Baby Traxxx. It's the baby of Traxxx. So let's go ahead. We're going to grab happen to have a Night Fury Traxxx glass here. And this one was canned on December 10th, 2020. Today is December 19th. So this was canned just about a week ago. Let's go ahead and crack it and put a nose on the glass. They didn't lie. You get a lot of peanut butter on there. And a nice chocolatey aroma too. The peanut butter doesn't smell so dusty, so peanut dusty. I've said this many times. I get a lot of dusty taste out of beers that claim to have peanut butter. Pouring it is really dark, very dark. It almost has a bit of a kind of a sediment kind of pour. Like you can almost see the sediment coming out of the can through the pore. So let's go ahead and hold that up to the light. Not much of a head to speak of, unfortunately. Holding up to the light, that's very dark. I mean, I'm not seeing through that. Totally opaque. Let's put a nose on the glass. Yeah, even more peanut butter aroma coming out of the glass as it's been, opened up. More air gets in, more peanut butter aroma. I'm excited to try this out. So cheers. Try it out. Wow, that actually does pack a lot of flavor for 6.5%. Now you don't get with Night Fury Traxxx, with Traxxx, you get a lot of that. You get like a bit of a bourbon barrel aged flavor because it's bourbon barrel aged. This one's not. I'm sure that's not the only difference, but there is a big burst of of peanut butter flavor and chocolate flavor. Let's go through it a little bit more. The mouthfeel itself is really nice and light. It's not too heavy. It's not too syrupy. It's not syrupy at all, actually. It's nice, light, and crisp. It has a really, for a stout, for even being 6.5% stout, it's not thick. It's not syrupy. It's just got a really nice kind of light mouthfeel. It's nothing, nothing too cloying, nothing that kind of coats your tongue too badly. But you get, just right up on the upfront, you get a really nice kind of burst of this peanut butter flavor. Peanut butter all the way throughout. Like I said, I generally, with peanut butter, I can either taste the peanut butter or I taste like a peanut dusty kind of flavor. This isn't the peanut dusty kind of flavor. It definitely has a peanut butter flavor in it. Then it has this rich, dark chocolate that kind of pulls up from the bottom underneath the peanut butter. I still, on the aftertaste now, even after this, 10 or 15 seconds after drinking it, I can still taste a little bit of the peanut butter, but I can also taste a lot of the chocolate. The chocolate is the nice note that kind of rises up to meet and to almost exceed a little bit the peanut butter, but the peanut butter is still hanging on by just a little bit, even throughout the end of the taste. The one thing that I think I'm not picking up much on this is the vanilla bean. And that might be because of that peanut butter flavor is just so kind of, it's so present throughout that I feel like maybe that might kind of push the vanilla flavor down a little bit. The chocolate isn't like it's more of a rich dark chocolate flavor, a bitter chocolate, than it is a sweet chocolate. So I think if it was more of a sweet chocolate, that's where I would probably notice more of that vanilla taste, but I'm not really I'm getting like a faint hint of vanilla because there is a sweetness that kind of sits in the background behind that dark chocolate, but it is primarily a really big peanut butter explosion and just a dark chocolate, a rich dark chocolate flavor throughout. I am very surprised that they're able to pack this much flavor in a 6.5% pastry stout, basically. Pastry stouts are generally a lot sweeter. They're high, obviously more calories and all that stuff, more sugars used. They're very sweet. And this one, I don't know if I'd necessarily think of it if someone handed this to me, I don't know if I'd think and say, oh, that's a pastry stout. Or if someone said, hey, try this pastry stout, I don't think I'd immediately try it and say, oh, that's definitely a pastry stout. It doesn't really strike me as being all that sweet. Like I said, that chocolate flavor's in there. It's dark, but it's not overly sweet. And I actually like that about it. I think if it was too sweet or even like a little bit sweeter, I wouldn't like it as much as I do. And I'm glad that it came in a 4-pack. And I think it's really awesome that it's a 12-ounce can. It's a low ABV beer. Well, I mean, for a stout, right? For these days, it's pretty much a low ABV beer. It's 6.5%. I think we're starting to kind of come down a little bit more on ABV, but I'll stick to that. I'll say it's a low ABV beer, a low alcohol beer, and you could drink a few of these and you might have to watch your waistline, but you wouldn't have to, it's not going to put you under the table or it's not going to put you out of commission for the night. And that's what I like about this. And yeah, these cans do become open to non-members, just like after the initial rush of all the members. If they have any left over, they'll generally put something out on Instagram. So check them out on Instagram if you're interested in picking this one up. All right, friends, that has been Baby Traxxx from Witch's Hat in South Lyon. Again, if you're interested on checking this one out, just keep your eyes open on Instagram. Generally, they'll announce leftovers that were, available to the public after the Mug Club release. That being said, do you want to see videos of the Nice Whip or Cones of Dunshire, or have you had this beer? Do you have some thoughts about it? Let us know in the comments down below while you're down there. If you like beer, you might want to subscribe and click that bell because I'm here talking about beer twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's all for free for viewers just like you. And you might miss your newest favorite if you're not subscribed and getting those notifications. So until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries, and most importantly, don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers.